the service delivery at the counties, including salaries for staff?
We are into a new financial year which began on 1st July after the last financial year ended on June 30th. So what is before the Senate is that the budget for the 2020-2021 financial year. And when it came before it, that the sharing of revenue became a contentious issue because through the third new formula that is being implemented, we saw at least 17 counties, or 18 counties who are going to lose about 17 billion shillings in the new method. That's why we saw senators from those counties that were affected rise up and oppose this new formula. And it's something that even the party leadership, both in Jubilee and the opposition, tried to get consensus to these members, but they remained adamant and they agreed to disagree. So we saw last week on Monday when there was a special sitting of the Senate to discuss this third formula, which is very, very contentious. But again, that sitting could not kick off, and members had to adjourn to seek more consensus after the minority leader, James Orengo, pleaded with the Deputy Speaker, that time was Professor Margaret Kamar, to allow members to go and brainstorm more on this formula and at least reach consensus. At that time, we also had 3 proposals that had been fronted. Besides that report of the Budget and Finance Committee of the Senate, we had Senators Mwangi Githiomi, Abdullahi of Wajir, and also Narok Senator of Olekina Ledama, bringing on proposals on what they thought would be put in place to at least assuage the situation. And as today, this morning, and part of the afternoon, when they'll be dealing specifically with this third revenue sharing formula, members also, we have at least 4 members who've come up with various proposals. We have proposals from Makueni Senator Mutula Jr. We have also proposals from Narok Senator Ledamo Olekina. We also have Abdullahi with these proposals, and also Johnson Sakaja has also come up with some proposals. So those are at least 4 methods that these particular 4 senators have put in place, which members will also have time to go through and brainstorm and see maybe which one will carry the day. Because out of these particular formulas, what has been done is that with their proposals, they've come up with at least also a clear tabulation on how each county will get its share of revenue based on the different formulas that have been proposed by these 4 members. And the reason why is that the third formula where it became contentious was that it was pegged on population, so that those counties with more people also had got a large revenue compared to those with a large landmass. And just looking at it from the third formula as it stands, northeastern, those areas that we used to consider as northeastern Kenya or northeastern Kenya region, at least they stand to lose through the third formula. If it's not amended, they lose about 8.5 billion shillings. We saw those counties that are in the former coast region, then they stand to lose 5.2 billion shillings. And there are a county like Turkana, which has also been getting good revenue, will also start to lose about 1.9 billion shillings. So these are the issues that especially those marginalized counties who are looking at senators from those regions, they were really, really much opposed. In some counties also, like if you look at part of Kisii Nyanza, also they were going to lose some money, like a minimum of about 300 million shillings. You look at Lower Eastern also, they were going to lose a minimum of about 400 million shillings a cut. You come to Western Province, Western region, Western Kenya, a county like Vihiga was also going to lose about 300 million shillings. Yet it's a county that is also having financial difficulties in matters to do with pending bills, because that county, we saw the governor appear before the Senate and was pleading that maybe he be given a formula to repay the pending bills for 2 years. And now there's also a slash of about 300 million of his budget for this financial year should it go the third way. So you go to a county like Tharaka Nithi, which is in Upper Eastern, they also stand to lose about 500 million shillings, a chop. And we've seen the senator for that county, Professor Kithure Kindiki, say that he'll not accept that any single cent to be reduced from that particular budget. So it's a matter that senators have been also sitting for the last 2 days. They've been trying to sit and see how they can reach consensus. And this particular matter, it's now before the House today. And this morning and the entire afternoon has been set aside for members to deliberate on this particular matter, because it's only through this passage of this particular, once they agree on this formula, that will pave way for the county allocation revenue bill to be discussed, which will now set the process on how each county will share out this particular money. And it's coming at a time when we've seen county governments have also done their budget for the 2020-2021 financial year, which is now bringing in a catch-22 situation, because we had some senators who are of the view that perhaps this particular formula should start applying next year, or it be held in abeyance until probably 2026 thereabouts. But as it is, the money that is being used is the one that was used for the last financial year. 316.5 billion shillings is the money that is going to be shared this 2020-2021 financial year, and where we are seeing huge cuts in these particular counties, which is now raising at least a lot of anger among those senators and governors in those concerned counties, the 18 counties that stand to lose 17 billion shillings should the third revenue sharing formula be the way to go if they don't reach consensus. Yes, Brenda?
Amimo, thank you so much for that in-depth explanation. He'll be giving us more details during our subsequent bulletins when the senators will be having an afternoon sitting just to discuss about that division of revenue, talking and also to discuss about the proposals that Patrick Amimo has told us. Now, away from that, and operations at the busy Likoni Crossing Channel in Mombasa appears to have gone back to the initial problematic stage when COVID-19 measures were being introduced. Now, Tuesday's two incidences in which several people were injured as they boarded a ferry are now being attributed to an industrial action by Kenya Ferry Services workers who are